Right, it's Wednesday, which means it's time to chat to this man, as drawn by Scarlett, who's 6. See the resemblance? I mean, who else would wear those trousers? It is Ian Waite. Oh, hey, Ian Waite is here! Look at your fans tonight.
That.
You like Scarlett's picture?
So accurate, even down to the very long legs. They're right up to my armpits.
Look at your pointy toe as
the
well.
pointy toe and those colourful trousers.
I know, only you would wear those.
That's true. I probably am the only person that would wear them.
OK, what did you think of the Halloween show, Ian?
Oh, I loved it. All the costumes, and I love all the storylines that go with it. Just brilliant. Love it.
If you had to choose one couple, who were your favourites? Who impressed you the most?
Well, I enjoyed all of them, but my favourite was Kelly. I just thought that I loved their theme, and I loved the fact that they used every corner of the studio and the stage, and all the pyros and the
wands, brooms,
the magic wand.
Pasto, yes, we know what you mean.
Why doesn't my wand do that?
I know. Have a word. It's the budget, love. It's the budget. It's BBC Two. Let's talk about our couples this week in training. We're first of all going to look at Carol and Pasha. Now, they were bottom of the leaderboard on Saturday, but the public didn't care. They love them, and they've sailed them right through. American Smooth this week. Is Carol on the up?
Well, I certainly think she'll do better than she did last week. I think Arumba's such an exposing dance, and it was slow. I mean, you know, this is going to be much better. This is more her style. This is ballroom, and there's a lot of freestyle in there, so it's a bit easier to do all the... But the only thing is the hands, finishing off the hands aren't great, and I just wanted to highlight this area here. Hold on 1 second. I know. You can't wait, can you? So this is the area here. She's holding on to Pasha, and this needs to be a normal ballroom hold. So, so if I should do it with you, now I'm going to put my arm up there.
Let's get rid of these.
Now there's a deltoid there. Now that's where she's got it at the moment, up on his shoulder. There's a triangular muscle here from the man.
Feel. Oh yeah, I can feel it.
Yes, darling. And the thumb and the second finger creates a V shape, which fits into that deltoid, and then all the other fingers off.
OK, all the other fingers off. Don't look at my weird witchy claw.
You used to be able to do this.
Don't look like that. Yeah.
You used to be able to do this really well.
Did I?
Yes, I call it the Zoe Ball hand now.
Back in the day.
Yes.
OK, next we have Helen and Ayash. We just spoke to them about their Rumba. They're very excited about this dance. How is it looking? Well,
you know, I think this will suit her because she's quite balletic, and the closest thing you can get to a ballet dancer is a Rumba. For a ballet dancer is a Rumba, because it's quite balletic. It's pulled up and all of those things. I've stopped it here because the next bit I've slowed down, and you know, earlier on they were talking about these spins that were going off centre. Here's a classic example of what's happened. Look, she falls off there, and then he turns her, and she falls backwards. See, I think a lot of the time she's throwing her body weight into the turn, but her feet are not underneath her to support her.
How should she do that then?
Well, as she spins, she's got to keep the feet underneath her. You know, or else otherwise she's going to go...
OK. I have faith in Helen. She will master that by the weekend. You know she will. OK, Jamelia and Tristan, the bottom two again for them. Let's hope it's not 4 times this weekend. They're doing a Viennese waltz. Could this put her in a safe place in this dance? Well,
I've studied this a few times now, and she doesn't do one heel lead. She hasn't got her dancing shoes, which doesn't help either, because it's got no heels on there. But I think she's struggling with the turn, because obviously she's falling over there. She's getting a little bit sick from all of those turns that we keep doing.
You've got to get used to it.
I did notice that if you stand over there, this is your best angle, that's it. Just stand, just stand there. She's a little bit square on him.
He's such a cat.
When you're in front of each other, it's very difficult to get round. But if you just go over to one side a little bit, then we can actually get round each other a lot easier.
Here I am. Here I am.
That's it.
Yeah,
yes,
OK.
Just like that.
Just like that. Oh, I love that. I love that. OK, Peter and Jeanette, they're doing a Charleston this weekend. I think this is going to be a great dance for Peter, surely.
It's, Zoe?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, yeah?
It's brilliant. He's right up on the balls of his feet. He's swivelling, that classic swivel in the Charleston. He's light, lovely flicks and kicks. And he's got amazing energy, and you can see it here. I've stopped it here because he does this step, which is a little bit... it's not in character for the Charleston so much.
Has he gone a bit 90s there?
Well, he's gone a little bit, you know, he does that hip-hop sort of
Yeah.
street jazz thing, street dance thing, which he's really good at. And
Okay.
he sort of sometimes, if he's not sure, he'll go back into that character.
That's what he knows, yeah.
He needs to stay in this brilliant... Oh, God, I had arrows for that.
Yeah.
Because I was going to point it all in. He needs to stay in that character because he's doing a brilliant job.
Good
So good.
work, Peter.
So good.
OK, let's look at Katie and Anton. I feel Katie needs some love after the weekend. The judges were so mean to her after her passo. Hopefully, she can quick step her way back to the top this week.
Well, I think if she gets this, it will be brilliant. He's thrown in everything but the kitchen sink. Really, really difficult choreography. So he's challenging her.
Go on,
but it
Anton.
makes for a brilliant quick step, and I think if she can this is the area that she's got to get.
Okay.
She can't be behind him, she's got to be with him, and she's got to get all that difficult choreography right. There's lots of skips, lots of kicks, lots of flicks, lots of scatter chassis. Every step in the book, Anton has thrown in here. It's got the content, so hopefully she can bring on the performance.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it will be brilliant. Thank you very much. Ian Waite, he's back tomorrow. We love our double helpings. Now, if all that insight from